Hey everybody, welcome back. The season has come to a close. We have our rewards. So yeah, gonna claim these things in a minute, open up some crystals. I think I'm gonna have enough for 3 featured 6-star crystals plus that 6-star Nexus, which is pretty exciting. And before we do that, I will link the beginning of the crystal opening in the description if you want to jump there. But I do want to kind of talk about the elephant in the room, which is Platinum 1, Rank 2. So close to Masters. It was very close, even closer than I thought it would be, because there were a couple late night docks, but this is about the level we played at. We were 5 and 7, all tier 1 wars, and I think basically what it came down to was a couple games where we had runners in scoring position and we just couldn't get the runs home. Very, very close, tight finishes that ended up in either ties or losses and losing the tiebreaker. Those few crucial wars were sort of the difference. But I guess what I would caution people from doing is getting too caught up in the what ifs of like, oh, if I just didn't die that one time, or you learn from your mistakes. You know what you can do better. Most alliances aren't putting up zeros every single war, so deaths are going to happen when you have 30 people playing and all the variables. And just remember that like any given day, any team can win. And we just didn't string together enough wins to get into Masters. And that's about as simple as it is. There's no major shift in philosophy or design or personnel that we need to do. We just need to tighten up the ship a little bit and do a little bit better next season. But the good news is we set ourselves up for success by being in tier 1 for the entire season. And, that war rating is so important now. And we did win our last war, which gave us a little boost and put us pretty securely back into tier 1 to start next season, which means that we have another chance at this. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I was very happy with our performance overall. I do think we performed at our level. And if we had just kind of pushed a little bit harder, we may have been able to get there. But, objectively, these rewards for Platinum 1 are almost the same as Masters, so it's okay. The crystal opening would pretty much look the same if we got Masters. It would just be a little nice to have that little Masters logo, but hey, we'll do better next time. And like I said, still very proud of everybody. So I'm going to claim these and start the crystal opening. I will say at the end, I am going to do some shout outs to some of my BG3 members. So you definitely don't have to stick around for that. But if you are my BG, you may want to stick around because I may say something nice or roast you a little bit. So, all right. So we have this Nexus, which I'm actually going to hold for the end because I feel like I want to kind of know the whole picture before going into this. So let's open 2 of these first. Just in case we like double dupe someone and we decide to not go for them anymore. And then we do have enough for a 3rd one, and then we have the Nexus at the end. So yeah, Hercules, Spider-Man 2099 dupe, Penny Parker, Human Torch. Those are the ones that we want. We're going to try 2, and then we will maybe go for a 3rd. I am pretty much going all in on these crystals. Just because I do think there's a lot of value in them, and there aren't a lot of champs in the basic pool that are really pulling me toward opening them. But it is nice to have the Nexus because then you are forced to go into that basic pool. All right, enough talking. Let's tap and see where we end up. There's Torch, there's Medusa, there's Thor, and oh man, almost a Herc. War Machine. That hurts a little bit because I duped War Machine from the arena. So he is now Sig 20, and that seems to always happen to me where I go for champs and then I pull them. That's one of the reasons I'm not opening basics, is because I'm trying to avoid pulling Archangel, because that grind almost put me in my grave. All right, so first one is a miss. I do like War Machine a lot. So a little bit more regen and Fury at the end isn't so bad. But we're hoping for a different result on this one. I do have Overseer, Purgatory, and Spider-Man 2099. So we have 3 of the newish champs. but we want some of those other ones. So here we go. Coming around the corner. Medusa. Hey, that's good. I will take that 100%. Really good. Kind of excited. Yeah, I mean, she is an old god of the contest, that is for sure, and still has some value in the game. So yeah, the awakened ability is nice to have, but also at low sig it's not very dependable, so she's just a good one to have on the team. All right, I'll take that. All right, so given that result, we are going to open one more, and I'm not going to do anything fancy. We're just going to spin it out one more time. And yeah, just securing that Hercules or Spider-Man 2099 dupe, those would definitely go to rank 3. I am kind of hoping to dupe Spidey though, because I just want to have that awakened ability before I give him all of the resources. So here we go. Let's tap this one. This is our last chance at a big pull, and that's not looking good. That is not looking good. First guillotine. Not really interested in her buff at all, to be honest. Yeah, okay, so we got Medusa. Not terrible. You can't win if you don't play, you know, like the lottery. So we got to keep going for these features, and one day we will get what we need. So anyway, let's go back to the Nexus. And the Nexus is, I'm not even targeting anyone in particular. It's just more or less, let's get good champs. So let's give this one a whirl. These things open very quickly, so I need to kind of catch my breath and let this thing happen. Here we go. So yeah, again, I'm not predicting anything. I'm not asking for anything. I just want to see who's there. And, ooh, interesting. So I'm thinking Jabari Panther. Definitely not Gulk. But I am kind of intrigued by Doc Ock. The issue is I do have a lot of tech champions ranked up already, so I don't really see myself investing in him. But yeah, Jabari is probably the way to go, right? I think that's the way to go. So yeah, we'll do that. She's got some good synergies as well. So yeah, I will totally take that. Not bad at all. So we got Jabari Panther out of the Nexus, which is pretty good. So yeah, not a bad crystal opening at all. So now that we've opened some crystals, I do want to just give some very quick shout outs to the members of BG3. What a fun BG. We just have a lot of fun in the chat, and one of the things I like the most is that all the members contribute to the planning. Yes, we do have a planner chat, but we often reach out individually or discuss stuff in the main chat as well, just to make sure that we don't miss anything and that everybody feels comfortable. So big shout out to DLL, our main planner. He's becoming more and more of a friend as every day goes on when it comes to this game, and just really has helped us so much with his planning. He's got a great YouTube channel with lots of teaching on it, lots of guides and Alliance War gameplay as well, and just a monster player himself. He probably took more fights than any of us this last season, just the way it lined up. Lots of Killmonger, lots of Reed gameplay, and just mad respect for that guy. So thanks for everything and for leading us in the right direction, my friend. To Taint, one of our other officers, he welcomed a new member of his family this last season, and even with the baby on the way, he was super active and very helpful in the planning, and we could send him just about anywhere and he would come out victorious. Lots of great role play, and he was our go-to Mr. Negative guy, which was really fun to see. Next up we have Caesar, who was one of our assistant planners, and also we sent him with more 5 stars than just about anyone in tier 1, I would say. We had him use his 5-star Namor against the Vivified Terrax node that was kind of bugged this season. He was one of our go-to magic guys, and additionally we even sent him with a 5-star Guardian against Kitty Pryde, and he completely clutched that fight out. Really exciting to see. So yeah, in the clutch he came through many times and also helped us a lot with the planning. Big shout out to my friend Tafre, who we've been playing together for a pretty long time now. Definitely one of our most skilled players. He's one of the guys that I can just send anywhere and trust. One of the best APOC players out there, and when he plays APOC, I kind of relate it to like driving a Lamborghini. because APOC is such a good champ, but there is some subtlety to taking him out for a ride. And if you're mostly using Hyundais and then you jump into a Lamborghini, it's probably not going to be smooth the first time you get there. But the way he plays him, he does have all those subtleties down and he makes it look easy. Also great with Archangel and some of those non-conventional Archangel fights, and just great to see. So it's always a pleasure playing with you, man, and for your contributions to the planning as well. And next we have Slaymon, who was the new member of the Alliance. However, he is a friend of many of us. We knew him from Vega's Discord server, and he had a great attitude coming into this Alliance, really sort of felt humble and grateful to be here, which in my mind, there was not even really a need for that because we really trusted him and knew that he was going to fit in great, and of course he did. He sort of became the default Omega Red player, which was a great role for him, but as the season went on, we gave him some more difficult fights, some stuff with Doom and Torch, of course, and he also has a rank 3 Hercules now, which we're going to utilize a little bit more in the future. So yeah, he's got a great attitude, played very well this season. He went 9 straight wars without a death to close out the season, and yeah, looking forward to working with you some more, man. Thanks. And then we've got Strands, who is somewhat notorious for utilizing the underdog champs. Perhaps the most obvious one was Spider-Man 2099. I'm sure we weren't the first battle group to really start utilizing him, but it does a little bit feel that way, that our videos from our battle group of him taking down Mojo bosses kind of influenced the community, or at least continued to perpetuate some love for Spider-Man 2099. But in addition to that, he has a rank 3 Anti-Venom and Silver Centurion, just to kind of round out his roster of wacky champs. But if he wasn't here, a lot of these puzzles of solving the map would be a lot harder, and he's just so open-minded to trying new things and playing very well. So Strands, thanks for all that. You really make it fun for us when we see that Anti-Venom and Spider-Man 2099 on the map for sure. Big shout out to JT, one of our longtime members, a great Doom player. We didn't send him with Doom as much as he probably wanted this last season, but when he uses Doom, it is just like butter. And he's also one of our Quake guys if needed. He's also done some magic stuff. So speaking of 5 stars, he's clutched out some fights that way. Also some great Mole Man fights. And I think we proved that he can be a very versatile player and not just pigeonholed as the Doom guy, of course. And I believe finally, or actually we have 2 more. We have Anaz, who actually has a new YouTube channel that I did link below. He's been with us for 2 seasons, and he just keeps it light. He cracks us up. We send him on a lot of very difficult Torch fights and very difficult Warlock fights particularly. But yeah, just very, very dependable guy. Looking forward to using his Shang-Chi a little bit more in the future as well. He's definitely learning him and bringing him to war a little bit more. And lastly, almost forgot him because he is unfortunately not joining us next season, is Godman, who joined us just for a season. He's a friend of DLL and JT and Strands, I believe, and he definitely comes from like a top 5 AQ type vibe, but he did want to kind of spend a season with us and play with some old friends, and I gotta give him credit because he took the whole thing super seriously, boosted through the moon every fight, researched his fights. He had a deathless season. He took the last boss of the last war with his rank 4 Doom, and just very, very skilled, very thoughtful player, and he really kind of encouraged our team to be the best that he could. So we'll definitely miss him, but he definitely made a huge impact on us this past season. And that's going to do it for today, guys. So it's been fun. The next video that's going to come out is a war performance summary, and then we're probably going to do some more streams to get 7.3 done, and I am hoping to make at least 1 guide over the off season, which can hopefully help some people in the future. So thanks for checking this one out, for checking out the crystal opening and staying with us for the entire season, tracking that SSx performance and my war videos along the way. Definitely sub to all the YouTubers that I put in the description, and that'll do it for today. So I'll catch you guys soon.